Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are back on the Citadel today, which is a Minecraft server that we've had for more than 7 years now. And we're hanging out in Westhill, which we have been building for more than 4 years now. And it's starting to come together. We've got a few final bits and pieces. We went over a list yesterday, kind of condensed the things we had left to do down onto a single book in-game, just to kind of keep track of things. And we've been working on this area here, the green space in front of the curtain wall. And so far, it's coming along. It's a little bit slow. SweetSandi, thanks very much. Yeah, the shaders at sunset look really cool. I need to actually update my shaders. I think there's probably a new version of the shaders since we updated to 1.21.4. Usually when there's a new version of Minecraft and the mods all update, then the shader packs also update, but I have not yet done that. I really wish I could play with shaders more often, but unfortunately, my frame rate is like 40 or less, and it really depends on what I'm doing. It'll drop considerably if we go into the city where there's more things around. Like it'll drop under 30 if I go into the city where there's a lot of entities and stuff. So unfortunately, it's not the best. Also, I do find with this particular shader pack, it makes the tops of leaf blocks very bright. I don't know why they reflect the light so brightly, and it makes things stand out more than I want them to, considering when we look at it without shaders, it feels more like a blended texture. Like this seems to work a lot better. And this is how most of my server mates and most of the time how I view the server. So I tend to build with this in mind, but I would love to get myself a new streaming computer and be able to play Minecraft with shaders all the time. I think it would be a much more enjoyable game for me because I do find I get pulled to games that have more modern graphics a lot of the time. So yesterday we just basically worked on this entire edge of the path. So we had all this is done, the rock we added, we brought all this down through here, everything is done all the way down around to here along the edge, blended this a bit. We just have this empty space here that I have to figure out what to do, and there's probably going to be a couple of elements, like maybe another bush or something. I don't know what else we can really do in here. I mean, a small little rocky thing here could be cool. That might be a good place to start. And then we've got this space over here as well. I just figured we'd pick up where we left off. A random well. Unfortunately, like that kind of stuff doesn't make a lot of sense out here, right? Like the well would be in the city, or I mean with a river just right over here. I'd imagine that most people would just go get water from down there, right? So I do find I need like a little bit of logic in the kind of things that I put in there. I don't know if we're going to need those. We could maybe use a couple of those too. I feel like the bamboo I tried before and it's just too bright. Oh, right, we're running low on azalea. We might have to do some azalea farming here shortly. So I think we're probably just going to start to try to add in a couple more border elements. I do feel like I need something around here. Could be cool. Not entirely sure what. I think maybe we'll grab some pale moss too. And actually, maybe that has to be a little bit closer this way. Whoops. So here's where I think we can probably use some of the pale moss. It's getting bigger than I wanted it to be. Maybe we can remove this and make this more green. That's a little bit better. Oh, the doggo's getting in on the chat too, SweetSandi? That's awesome. And welcome back, Charming Charles. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good week so far. Is everybody ready for Christmas? Because I am not. So that kind of fills in this gap. Allows us to blend these two things together. And all of a sudden we're just left with this little circle here to fill in. I feel like I was getting stumped at the end of last stream, so always a good sign to just take a break, step away. Yoni, hello. Good to see you. Bally says I had my last day of work yesterday for the year. Now I have vacation until the 6th of January. That's amazing. I finished my last live recording for podcasting yesterday, yesterday evening. We recorded nearly 2 hours for the holiday roundtable for the Citadel Cafe. And so that I need to edit that, so I still have work to do, but I don't have any scheduled live stuff anymore. As far as the podcasting goes, obviously streaming is still live, but streaming, there's no post-production for me. Like, it's just a straight up, I download it and move it over to YouTube. I don't do any editing to it. I've been thinking about whether it would be beneficial to start chopping the videos up and just like dumping them into a video editor, cropping out the starting soon screen and doing like 30-minute chunks. They would just end abruptly. Like, they would just straight up stop and you'd have to watch the next one. I don't know whether people prefer that. It might be easier to follow. It'd be more admin work for me on the back end. But I'm trying to figure out a way to increase the way that I can bring in some revenue from Twitch without adding more time in the chair, because that does not seem to matter. I could stream 100 hours in 3 months, or I could stream 50 hours in 3 months, and it seems to be about the same amount of viewer engagement, watch time, all that kind of stuff. The other thing that varies greatly is that if I'm not playing Minecraft, I find that people tend to tune out. So I'm debating on whether or not to move things like Satisfactory or other games outside of Minecraft to a different time slot, so that my 1 o'clock kind of daily stuff would be Minecraft, and then maybe like a later evening try to hit a different audience in North America, because right now at 1 o'clock, like most of North America is at work. It says at 1 o'clock Eastern, or not Eastern, Atlantic. I start at noon Eastern. But that's like the start of the workday in California, and it's the... This feels so dark. It must be a thunder shower. Really? I guess not. You know what? I don't feel like dealing with this today. It rains too often in Minecraft ever since they updated to 1.18, I think. I think that was when everything shifted. I feel like that's pretty well done. I just need to now figure out what's happening, I guess, along here. Slowly taking chunks out of this space. So I could do another bush. I feel like I've already got a bunch of these little like two wide bushes, so I feel like I need something a little bit bigger. Don't exactly know how to do that. Maybe just a single bush somewhere around here. That works. Maybe we'll just add some growth around it. I feel like I've made everything kind of sweep in the same direction. I don't know whether that's good, whether that looks natural. I think that's all right. Kind of want to put something darker underneath that, maybe. Maybe some muddy mangrove roots. Soft spoken. Thanks very much for the lurk. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, you know what? Something to make this a little bit different too. If we can squeeze it in. Sometimes these will help make bushes feel different than their neighbor, even though they're the same texture. A little bit more dense. Doesn't always work, but sometimes you can make things feel better. I wish we could put these on the ground. Okay, so that's another element added. So then we just have to worry about like this little strip here. For me, the VODs are fine as is, says Bally. But it would be nice not to have to have the starting Sue screen. I don't mind fast forwarding to the video. Yeah, I had somebody rudely criticize the starting soon screen, but like it's a real pain to have to download a 2-hour VOD, load it into a video editor, chop out the 10-minute starting Sue screen that has this timer on it that people can skip on YouTube. There's a fast forward button, you know, and then spend another hour rendering out that video, probably at a higher file size, then uploading that to YouTube. You know, like it feels really cumbersome. Oh, I'm in a moss. Forget about the moss growing up things. That could be kind of fun. It's so fast to move the VOD from Twitch to YouTube. See, I don't do that. I don't find that it works very well. So I end up downloading the VOD to my computer and then uploading it to YouTube. But I also have super fast internet, so it works out for me. I've gotten pretty good at like immediately after I finish streaming, I switch on shaders, I take a screenshot of what I just built, and then I do like a title card thumbnail for the Citadel. I need to get better at getting images of me. I need to grab like a couple of still images of myself on camera and have those in the thumbnails, because those seem to get a little bit more click through. I just haven't done that yet. I have to rebuild my entire OBS setup, so that's something I'm planning on doing over the holidays. After I take a proper vacation, but like between Christmas and New Year's, I'm probably going to do a little bit of studio work. So it looks pretty good. These are a little bit lined up. Maybe I'll get rid of that and move it over there. That's probably a better idea. Where would be a good spot for it? Trying to make these feel a little bit connected. I almost feel like I need more happening back here. I do like the combination of tough and pale moss. Okay, at some point, you just have to walk away. Don't think there's anything that's screaming at me that really bothers me. The idea is to just have your peripheral kind of full. I think that works. Yeah, it certainly works better this way. This way I feel like I see these little lanes between things, but not bad. The moss carpet and sinking in leaves really does add a lot of depth, I find. Cool, that's only one more space left to fill in, and that's this one here. I don't know what we could put there. Now that has to be a thunderstorm. Like, that's black. Yes. I think that looks pretty good. I feel like it starts to feel a little bit like a checkerboard. Like, these natural stone bits make sense. Like, they look like they're just part. It looks like it's all part of one big bedrock that's kind of poking through in different areas. So maybe I could do a little bit more of that here. Although I don't know where. Maybe there. Gotta start somewhere, I guess. It doesn't need that much to fill in the area. No, you're right. It's probably be pretty straightforward. It's weird how sometimes you feel like the greens really mesh well together, and then other times it just doesn't seem to vibe very well. Trying to think about what other places I could put things. Maybe a pebble here would work too. Yeah, why not? It's funny, when I was working more as an artist, I always used to catch myself like tilting my head and looking at something, which is weird. It's almost like you're listening to the drawing, which doesn't make any sense at all. But I do the same thing in Minecraft. I feel like we could maybe use a fern or something in here, and maybe some vines. Thought you were calling me out for something because I was working on something, says Hioni. Your head snapped up so fast? Right on. Great minds think alike, I guess, right? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Sometimes I get a little bit shy about putting big clumps of grass together. I don't know why. I think it's because I find it repetitive. All those are lined up on the same thing. Oops. Okay, I think that's done. It's relatively unexciting, but it's also not an exciting place, so why would it be cool looking? It's almost easier to do cool looking things in smaller spaces, like really tight ones. All right, well, I'm happy to have that done. That means we can check something off in the book, I think. Oh, I don't have the check mark. I didn't copy and paste the check mark. That's annoying. Oh, you want a sneak preview of the title card for episode 330 of the Spawn Chunks? A little holiday decoration on the mantle. I probably won't keep it like that, but it's pretty fun. I wish we had better things to hang off of blocks in Minecraft. I feel like the lack of like boughs and stuff like that is hard to find substitutes. Curtain wall field is done. Grass east of the road and texture the path to the east. I don't know what that might be. I feel like that might be already done. Need garland. I feel like there could be something that you could substitute like that. Even leaf block slabs could have potential. Or something like a pink petal, but something you could put on a wall. Right? Like, look like a weird closet. Something you could put vertically, like something you could put on this kind of a surface, but like as you click it, it would go around and like it would display different sort of patterns, just like the pink petals do, but like something green, something like that. Like a leaf trapdoor. Well, not so much like a leaf trapdoor. I'm thinking more of this like something that could look like it's growing on a block, but then click it 4 times and it would display 4 times differently. If that makes any sense? I don't really think that this... I need to hold off on texturing this path because I feel like when we get our cobblestone, or not cobblestone, our pebbles working in our coarse dirt, then it will work a lot better. I don't know if my texture packs are working. I thought I had downloaded the right texture packs, but I guess I didn't. I've just got these two. Excuse me. All right, what else are we gonna do? I could just roll right into doing work over here. Just it's more the same. It's not exactly exciting. Pale moss carpet. Yeah, it's okay. It kind of disappears on anything gray. Right? Like, you can't really see it. And you can't not have it, I don't think. I guess I could snip it off, probably. But when you place down the carpet, it happens automatically. Yeah, see, like what if I don't want that, right? I find that's a weird choice. Yeah, vines working like pink petals on walls would be very cool. I agree. Seems to be just lots of chickens around. So I guess we could just do more of the same over here. I don't know if I need more light over here or not. Guess I should look at that. I know I have to change my hotkey. Oh, you know what? I don't have mini HUD installed, I don't think. I don't think it was working. Or one of the sub mods for mini HUD didn't work. Oh no, mini HUD's there. H. Okay. Oh, there's a conflict with H. Something that's H. Something I do not want to be H with voice chat. That's what it is. Hide chat icons. Done. There we go. So yeah, there's definitely a big chunk of dark right there. So we may need to put in another lamp. I feel like there's a little lamp there. That's why this does okay. Yeah, there's a little strip there too. Maybe we could put a little lamp on a post there. Similar to what we did over here. Really simple. So somewhere probably around here. I really like that rooted dirt, so I don't want to mess with that. That's right where I want to put it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe what we should do is put a mossy cobblestone wall there. It'll blend it a little bit better. Sure. That's actually more interesting too. Maybe like a cobblestone. I wonder if it looks better backwards with the mossy over there and the regular cobblestone here. Yeah. Helps a bit. It's not distracting at all. That's good. Captain Chris, hello, welcome in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Sandy. Like it had been there a while, put there by who knows, you know. This might be a good chance to use some pale moss. Or maybe, again, vice versa. No, too straight. Cool. Yeah, I really need to get my pebbles texture back. Or the coarse dirt. I don't know how to do that in the new texture packs though. Because it's not a data pack, it's just a texture pack, but it's like a random thing. How's everyone's day going? Good so far, Captain Chance. Sorry, Captain Chris. It's hard with letters and numbers sometimes in Twitch names. Yeah, not bad. You know, just normal behind the scenes podcast scheduling, all that kind of stuff. How did you find the stream? If you don't mind me asking. So the question is, do these two lamps feel like they're far enough apart? I feel like I put another lamp in there and I didn't like it. That feels to be about the same distance. Maybe a little bit farther. Yeah, it's a little bit farther. I could put a small lamp here. Like I could just put another one of these. Like right in the middle of all this. Somewhere around there. Searching for a Minecraft streamer that reads chats. I do my best. I can get caught up in stuff. I definitely get more caught up in Satisfactory. Get focusing on problem solving or something. No, I don't like that at all. That's no good. I think the problem I had with the idea of a lantern here before was that it blocked the view of the bridge. Because I think if we put a lantern here, it's like it's right in this space. And so it blocks the view. So we could put it on this side, I guess. Captain Chris, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Where would it go if it was over here? Kind of like right in this space right there. We could try that. But I will try it after my break. Seeing as SweetSandi has pointed out that I indeed need to take one of those. And a sight. Fences, spruce trapdoors. Oh, I've got trapdoors over here. Fences. Cool. So as per usual, I'm going to step away for a little bit since it's been an hour. When I come back, we will just continue on and try a street lamp and see whether that is something that's going to look good in the long run. So give me about 5 or 7 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, let's see where would be a good spot to put this lamp. I don't want it to come out too far. So I'm assuming like that space. Somewhere's around there. Need some scaffolding too. Oh, it seems like you come in on the breaks. Well, if you come in on the hour, then the chance of coming in on a break with me is pretty high. I feel like I might want to move that just down a little bit farther. Probably there. Well, it certainly cleans up the darkness on the path a little bit. Hopefully this looks okay. Yeah, certainly better than putting it in this space, right? Do we think that could be back a little bit farther? Maybe I could just, even just one block. Yeah, let's move it back one block. Oh, that's not tall enough. Crap. And I don't know. Maybe I moved it too far. Let's see if that made a difference. You always want to play Minecraft, but every time you open Minecraft, you swear motivation just disappears. I mean, that's why I played Satisfactory for the fall. I just didn't feel like playing Minecraft. The thing that Johnny and I say on the Spawn Chunks all the time is that Minecraft is not going anywhere. So often I find that I can get inspiration by realizing that I'm in the mood to play a video game, or I'm in the mood to do something creative, but I am not in the mood to play Minecraft. And I feel like knowing that and leaning into it is usually a good thing. Now, the problem, of course, is that I play Minecraft for my job, so sometimes I have to play Minecraft even if I'm not in the best mood to play Minecraft. So there's that. But I do find that other creative games will kind of scratch the itch for me. This is where the vines might come in handy as well. Maybe not on both sides. Does streaming Minecraft help with motivation? I mean, it helps with structure. It certainly does help with structure. Like, I mean, I don't play Minecraft unless I'm streaming it. I don't play most video games unless I'm streaming it. I have a hard time spending time playing games not on stream. So I find it certainly helps that way. I also find that having a large project has helped me over the years to continue to play, because then you get excited to either finish something or check something off or advance something. Yeah, I think it looks good. Takes care of a lot of our lighting issues, not all of them obviously, because the paths are not all going to be able to be lit up, but that's pretty good. The middle of the bridge is also going to be very dark, unless I decide to add lanterns along here, but I don't think that's in the plan. I think at one point I did think about like lining this with walls. Does make it feel kind of narrow. Not bad. It would give us a place to put lanterns though. Keone, you lose motivation to play alone. I've got a Minecraft server as part of my Patreon. If you're thinking about something like that, then check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan and maybe look at the Infinity Cove level. You follow Dallas Med 65 on YouTube and has had the same world for 10 years. Yeah, I mean, this has been 7 on this server, right? Oh, thanks for the link, Sandy. Appreciate it. And the command. All right, we can put some of this stuff back. Soon 7.5, yeah. Yeah, it's a July anniversary. July 13th or 14th or 15th or something like that. 14th. It's right in the command. Cool. So I could just continue on with what we're doing and start to manipulate this side of things too. Helps give things an edge. I think I might want to make this one dark. Mythical Sausage has ruined the word lore for you? Really? Oh, in the most fun way possible. I was like, Penguin Dude, you have to explain. I can't read the word lore in combination with Minecraft without thinking of Season of Empires. Oh, it's like an Empires in joke. Is that what it is? Oh, no lore. Where they had no lore allowed? Was that what the thing? Sandy, do we need a command for Westhill? I mean, it's kind of late in the game, I guess. We're almost done with it. But it might be worth having a command for Westhill. Oh, you do have one? Nice. Ah, maybe it needs to have more like information on like how long it's been around and stuff. Whoops. think that works. Now I wouldn't mind having the same. This is almost like a, I think there was a door here at one point. Wouldn't mind having some more textures over there. Soul sand, soul soil, and mud, looks like. November 2021, 2020. 2020. Yeah, it's been 4 years, a little over 4 years. December or so was the front gate, but November was the potato farm, that one there. Bally, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. So yesterday I was working on this patch there, and I think I made it a little bit bigger. Yeah, we could probably do the same thing here. Oh, I didn't bring any concrete powder. Julie, RMP. Yeah, we kind of messed around with that early on with the pale oak. It works really well. I didn't have a good example where I could use it until now. It really works good with like transitioning stone into dirt. But you have to have other kind of noisy blocks around it to help. I think gravel would look better there. Hey, always happy to help. Try to think outside the box best I can. Oh, I had gravel. Don't need the scaffolding right now. That's a little bit better. Yeah. All right. Now here we could probably take some andesite slabs and work our way up the wall. Or the road, rather. Go. I almost want to make room for some pale oak wood in here too. Don't know where we would put it. I guess I don't need 2 stacks of horse dirt. That works pretty well. The little andesite highlights on the border really kind of help separate the road farther from the neighboring blocks too, which is good. I might have overdone it a little bit. Yep. Yeah, we're on the Pale Garden update. Oops. Yeah, I mean, obviously the road still needs texture, but that's like last on my list. Just in case we ever move anything. Cool. So really, the only thing left over here is just this giant space here. I just don't know what to do with that. I feel like this is all, yeah, this is all done. Not too worried about it. I forgot about the secret entrance back here too. No, I've already got marshes everywhere. There's already a marsh over here and a marsh over there. So not sure what we could put there. It's probably just going to be another rock. I think that's what was here before, was a large chunk of rock. The thing is, like, I don't want to block the view, right? Like, I like seeing this, so I don't want to block that. I'm really not sure. I could pull some of those flowers from over there. That might not be a bad idea. It's kind of a cool look. This is all handmade. I mean, kind of randomly handmade, but still handmade. Could maybe do something sparse like that. We speckled them down here. We could maybe do the same thing over there. Yeah, that might work. I think my flowers are inside. I think I have enough here. And I guess the only other thing would be grass. And bone meal is already out there. Yeah. I don't remember exactly how I did this before. I feel like I just randomly scattered them around. It looks like it. I think I used bone meal and then replaced the flowers. I think that's how I did it. So I used Minecraft's sort of RNG to like show me where the flowers would be. I definitely remember punching down all the tall grass. a little bit dense up here. The one time you want a small one, you can't get it. It's pretty good. Excuse me. Now I just thin this out a little bit. Yeah, that works. It is pretty simple. Yeah, it's a decent solution. Thanks for the idea. Anybody else getting a lot of phone calls these days from like junk numbers? I'm not sure what's going on, but I've just been getting an absolute ton. I'm sure it's got something to do with the holidays, but like it's just like endless. And no one ever calls me. So whenever my phone shows up with a phone call, like I think emergency, you know, like I think who needs to get a hold of me right now? There's a handful of people, like less than 5, that call me on a regular basis. Everyone else texts. I know it doesn't matter, but I do find I like using the map sometimes to help make things look blended in. It almost like it gives you different perspectives and shows you maybe where some of your mistakes might have been. Got one a few weeks ago and a guy spoke English. I'm Swedish, and so I pretended to couldn't speak English at all. Yeah. I saw a really funny TikTok the other day where they were reading off different responses to how people deal with calls from an unknown number. It's like, if your number is not in my address book, then it's like a game of chicken as to who's going to speak first. All you're getting from me is heavy breathing until you address me. And there's a couple of British guys going back and forth about different ways to deal with unsolicited calls like that. It's usually telemarketing stuff. I just thought it was funny. But then they were saying like they exaggerate their breathing. So like they're breathing heavily through their nose, just waiting for the other person to say something, you know? I thought that was pretty funny. Something I used to do when it was somebody I knew, like when I had old like house phone, like when we had caller ID and stuff on the wall before cell phones really a thing. Someone would call and it would be somebody I know, like one of my parents' friends or something like that. And I would come up with some like one-liner, sort of like on The Simpsons, you know, when Bart prank calls Moe's. But instead of asking for someone, I would be like a response like, you know, Duggan moratorium, you know, you whack 'em, we crack 'em, that kind of stuff. And people would just be just completely caught off guard and they'd laugh and they're just like, wait a minute, who is this? It's like, oh, it's your 14-year-old son. Can I please speak to Paul? It's just, my dad's friends always got the biggest kick out of it. My mom's friends, not so much. But my dad's friends were like, yeah, that was amusing. Appreciate the effort. Well, I say that's done. I think that that's probably the slickest and easiest I've ever had something like that come together. Something else we can check off. That's a pretty productive day. Does the trick. Does the trick. Even get a few new flowers out of it. Cool, that means we can probably pack up here too. Whoops. It feels so empty. I have to come up with maybe something else happening there. I don't think that tree has really been finished either. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. Yeah, I think I should maybe add that to the book. Kay the River Cat, hello. I don't answer calls if I don't recognize the number. If it's important, they'll leave a message. Yeah. The problem is, a lot of times the calls that I get will be like an automated recording, and then the voicemail records the automated recording, and then I think I have a voicemail, and I have to go check it and then delete it. So sometimes it's worth it for me just to kind of like pick up the phone. And in Canada, if you can get the words out quick enough, call centers are legally obligated to remove you from the calling list if you say, "Hi, please remove me from the calling list," immediately. Like if that gets into their system, then they legally have to do it. I don't know if they actually do, but people, like companies, can get in a lot of trouble if they don't. The other thing is, I find these days those calls are bailing before I have a chance to actually say that, so it's really problematic. They just, as soon as they say, as soon as I hear like, "No, I'm," and then they hang up. Like they hang up like immediately. I'm not sure how I'm going to organize my new storage system when I eventually move out of this place. Pale oak has to go up there. Oh, the iron box goes in here. Oops. Everything is now away. Shulker wall is a cool concept. I find it very handy. I find it much handier than storing things in chests, because then you can just grab the whole thing and take it with you. And each box is kind of like set up as kind of like a kit. You know, like sometimes there's overlap. I mean, if I'm doing a big road, then I tend to grab like my coarse dirt shulker, which is nothing but coarse dirt. You know, like if I'm doing something like that. But then if I'm doing like dirt landscaping and stuff, then I tend to grab like the landscaping box, right? Can I get up here? Can. Sweet. Well, I think that's a pretty solid solution to that area. It looks funny in the morning sun because there's all the shadows, so it looks like there's darker spots than it really is, but I think that's pretty solid. So we can check off a few things. I don't have the book on me, but we can certainly call this section done, basically all the way to there. We've got 2 farms left, and then this river. And that's basically it as far as the valley goes. I mean, this is still a lot of work, don't get me wrong. And everything in here, it's all interior. All the textures are done in here. Oh, I guess there's still textures on the road. Started a little bit here, there's a little bit there, but this road needs to be textured. So does this one, and so does this one. So yeah, it looks much better. Like this looks so much better than the plane. So we'll probably get that done at some point too. We've got some sections of it are done. Over there it's done, which is nice. And I believe, yeah, I think the south road down there is done too. I don't know about this one. Maybe. Looks like it might be done at least in the town. Certainly in here it's done. Yeah, that's all finished through there. It stops about there. But we've got a few things left. I'm going to pass you all along to Mythical Sausage, currently streaming Minecraft. I think they're on a first day in a new world, so that'll be fun. You can, of course, follow me on social media at Joel Duggan. I'm very easy to find. And check out things like the Spawn Chunks podcast and the Citadel Cafe podcasts. They are free wherever you find your podcasts. I have to go and pre-publish the 2 episodes that will be coming out on the 23rd and the 30th for the Spawn Chunks. Johnny and I recorded those last week, and so those are going to be up. So you will not miss a week. There will be 2 episodes over the holidays, and then we're back recording live on January 6th. So there's lots of stuff happening there. Citadel Cafe had a holiday roundtable last night. That's a big 2-hour episode, so I'll be getting that edited and probably published next week. Or at least I want the work done this week, but I might schedule it for the holidays when people can listen to it, when people are driving around visiting family. And of course, check out youtube.com/JoelDugganVods if you want to see the VODs for all of this. Everything here has all been built live on stream, and it's all archived on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. I gotta say, it looks really cool from up here. It's pretty dense. Quite happy with the way things are going. So I will see you all tomorrow, I believe, 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's for UTC minus 4 hours for people that are overseas and wondering about what time zone that is. If you're in the Americas, it's 1 hour ahead of Eastern. And so I will see you all then. Enjoy your time with Mythical Sausage. I will see you later. Bye for now.